I'd like to talk now about nested if statements. A nested if statement is when one if statement is nested inside another, as in this statement right here being nested inside the preceding statement. Okay, so what's our situation? Let's suppose we have two variables, imp for employee and grad for college graduate. They're both chars. I ask a question, are you employed? And the answer goes into EMP. Let's suppose the answer is a Y or an N, yes or no. Are you a college graduate? And the answer, a Y or an N, will go into grad. Now, if EMP is equal to Y, if that's true, then I come to here. And if grad is equal to Y, if that's true, then I do this statement. I tell the user that he qualified for the loan. The only way to get here is if both tests are true, a true. What happens if I am employed, but I'm not a graduate? That fails. Then this else kicks in, and I don't qualify because I must be a graduate. The only way to get here is the first test, employee equal Y, a true, and the second test, grad equal Y, would fail. Let's suppose that I'm not employed, that this test would fail. Then I come down here and do this else. I wouldn't qualify, and the only way to get here is if the first test, employee equal Y, if that fails. This is a great example of nested if statements. Okay, let's do this again, but this time let's suppose that I remove this statement, that in fact I don't have anything to do if I'm employed, but I'm not a college graduate. Let's just suppose that for a second. So I come down here with my new code, and notice I don't have anything right in this area here. Okay, nothing's there. So if I'm employed and I'm a graduate, I qualify, I get the loan. If I'm employed and I'm not a graduate, here's what will happen. This else will kick in. Why is that? The rule is that all else's go with the closest unattended if. This else is paired with this if. You say, well, I don't want that to happen. Okay, then here's what you have to do. You have to put a closing brace or an opening brace here. We'll kick this down. Then you have to put a closing brace here. Now, this else is in fact grouped with this if. So if this is true, and if this is true, I do that. If this test is true, EMP is equal to Y, but this test fails, I do nothing. If this test fails, I come down here and do this else. And the only way to get here now, okay, is basically a false.